everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I am again going to be doing my friend Haley's nails. I have done this before in a past video. You guys seem to really like it, and honestly, I really love it too. I like having a hand model, and I like doing nails on other people, even though it is a little bit more challenging for me. I feel like doing this, it kind of just steps me out of my comfort zone, and I get to have a little bit more fun of doing somebody's nails who's actually going to be able to wear them and have them last longer. Versus for me, when I apply the nails, I take them off. I don't throw away the nails, but I don't actually get to wear them. So doing the nails on her is just a little bit more fun for me. I also get to do an entire full nail set, which I also really love. So we are going to be using products from Kiara Sky today, starting off with the Kiara Sky Jelly Tips. These are the short square. She likes short nails and I like doing gel extensions, so this is absolutely perfect, even though these were a little bit long for her, so we did end up cutting them down a little bit. But first we are jumping into some nail prep. I applied some hand sanitizer, had her rub that onto her hands, that way we could be sanitized. And now I am going in with my nail prep. Like I said, when I do my own nails on camera, I do not wear them unless I'm doing like gel extensions on my toenails, just because I have so much content to keep up with and so much content to film, because this channel is based entirely around me doing my nails. I unfortunately cannot wear the nails. So doing her nails, of course, we really need to get in there and do that nail prep, because she does want to leave these nails on and really get the longevity out of this nail set. For the nail prep, this is the nail prep I like to follow when applying full cover nail tips. I feel that when I do this, it gives the best like hold on the nail onto your natural nail. We don't get any lifting, and also when I do this method on my toenails, when I'm applying Gel X on my toes, I can get over a month's wear. So this is everything that I like to do. If you are struggling with your Gel X nails popping off, lifting, or not lasting as long, I definitely do recommend trying out these nail steps. I do start with pushing back the cuticle and also scraping up the cuticle on her natural nail plate. When we first did her nails, she hadn't had nails on for a very long time, so her cuticles were very bad, so we definitely had to do a lot of work to them. This time around, since we have done her nails a few times already, they were not as bad, but still it doesn't mean that I wanted to go super fast removing the cuticle. I really wanted to still take my time, make sure that I am lifting up any of that dead cuticle, because that is super important and very crucial when it comes to the nails lasting a long period of time. If you leave that cuticle on and do not lift up the dead cuticle from your nail plate, you are going to have lifting, because when the nail tip is glued onto your natural nail, it isn't going to adhere properly to dead cuticle, so you really want to go in and clean as much up as you can. I also like to go in with my e-file with some cuticle bits. This one is the mini mandrel. I love this one. I just take it gently around the cuticle with a light hand of a speed of 4,000 RPM. And I just take this around the cuticle and just gently, again, removing any of that dead cuticle. I also went in with some cuticle nippers, again, just removing the cuticle. I personally do not love using cuticle nippers. They kind of scare me. Doing it on myself, though, I will say it's a lot easier to do it on myself versus on a like client or a person. So I just do this very gently, just lifting up anything that I see really needs to be lifted up and that I will know will result in a cleaner looking nail set. After I had the cuticle all cleaned up, I'm now taking a sanding band and I am buffing the surface of her nails. I'm doing this very gently and I just want to remove the shine from her natural nail plate. You can also do this using an e-file and a sanding band. For some reason today, I just decided to use a buffer. It works the same exact way, and I just went over her nail surface and just removed the shine. From this step forward, I will be working on one hand, applying the nail tips, and then moving on to the next hand. So starting off, I like to take a dust brush and some isopropyl alcohol and just go over her nails to remove all of the nail dust. The rubbing alcohol also does help to dehydrate her natural nails. I am then going in with step number 1, the dehydrator, applying a layer of this to all of her nails, and of course the same as the rubbing alcohol, this will also help dehydrate her natural nails and remove any of the remaining oils on her natural nail plate. Next, I am going in with step number 2, which is the primer, and I'm going to be applying 2 coats of this to her nails, going in with the first coat, letting that air dry, and then I will go in with a second coat. Technically, you only have to use 1 coat of this product, but if you are struggling with lifting or if you just want to make sure you really get the longest wear out of your nails, I would recommend going in with 2 coats. It definitely can help, especially if you've been only using 1 coat and you see that your nails pop off super fast. Try going in with 2 coats of your primer. It definitely can help them last a lot longer. Once the primer was dried and I had 2 coats of that applied, I'm now going in with step number 3, the builder gel, and I'm going to be applying a layer of this to all of the nails to act as my base coat. I will then have her cure this in the nail lamp for a 30-second cure. We sized out her nail tips off camera like I showed in the beginning. We used the Kiara Sky short square jelly tips. I am going to be prepping these on camera just so you can see how I prep them. I will also be prepping her other hand nail tips as well. I just didn't leave that in in the video just because I thought it was unnecessary to see this twice. But for all of the nail tips, I am taking my e-file with my mini mandrel sanding band and just going in and etching the inside of the nail tips. Once I do etch it with the sanding band, I will take that same stiffer dust brush with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and just go in there and remove any of the nail dust. I then will take the step number 2, the primer, and I will also chemically etch these nail tips. I personally like doing both methods of etching with the sanding band and also chemically etching. It is all just a personal preference, whichever works best for you. If one of those methods works, or if you like doing both methods like I do, it doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure you're at least doing one of those methods to prep your jelly tips. If you do not prep them, they are not going to last because they have that shiny surface to them. Prepping them does rough them up, chemically etching them, and it just makes them bond better to your natural nails. Now that we have the nail tips all prepped, we are ready to apply them. So I am using that step number 3 builder gel and applying that into the nail tip. I like to apply it like I'm painting the nail where I estimate her natural nail to be, and then I add a little bit more product near the cuticle area. To place the nail onto her natural nail, I will start at the cuticle but not on the cuticle, and then I will slowly lower it at a 45-degree angle, applying pressure until the gel has reached the free edge of her natural nail. I then will still hold the nail tip in place and do my flash cure. I like using this little flashlight. And then once we do have them all applied, she will do a full 30-second cure in the larger nail lamp. When you are applying these nail tips, one thing you definitely want to remember is when you have the gel at the free edge of your natural nail, like you applied it starting at the cuticle, lowered it, and then you have that gel reach the free edge of your natural nail, you do not want to move the nail, bump the nail, or even lift up from the nail. You want to make sure you're holding it in place, keeping it there until you do your flash cure, and then you can repeat the same process to the other nails. You want to hold it in place, or you can have the cause of bubbles getting in the nail, or even applying too much pressure can make the gel go over your free edge of the natural nail, and it can overflow underneath your nail and it can get on your skin. You want to make sure you are not getting any bubbles because that will make your nail sets not last as long. It can also lead to infections. And then you also want to make sure that you don't have any of the gel product on your skin. So I did her right hand. Now I am moving on to her left hand here. We are again jumping back to that nail prep, starting off with the stiff dust brush with some rubbing alcohol to wipe away all of the nail dust to dehydrate her nails. Going in with step number 1, the dehydrator, applying a layer of that. I will also then go in with step number 2, the primer, apply 2 coats of that, and then I will go in with step number 3, the builder gel, apply a layer of that to the nails to act as my base coat. I'll have her cure for 30 seconds, and then I will go in to applying the nail tips. I'm just going to go ahead and let this part of the video play out. I will hop back on though once we start filing the nails and jumping into doing the gel polish application. But since I did already explain all of these steps for the previous hand, I'm just going to go ahead and let this part play out. I really hope that you guys are enjoying the video. If you are enjoying and haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you subscribe. I am super close to 25,000. I will be having a giveaway when I do hit 25,000. So make sure you are sharing my video. If you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you do subscribe. I was looking at my analytics on YouTube and I actually found that most people who watch me actually are not yet subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. If you are feeling generous, leave a comment below and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Here are how the nails are looking once we have the nail tips applied to both of her hands. Off camera, I did go in and clip down the length. It was just really hard to do that on another person. It felt so awkward, and then also filming it. So I did just go ahead, clip the length down off camera. She likes to still be able to touch like her fingertips, if that makes sense. So we did go relatively short for these. So I just clipped down the length to where she wanted it. She also wanted her thumbs to be a little bit shorter. And then I'm also going in with my hand file. I straightened up the free edge, my favorite 5-in-1 drill bit to seal around the cuticle. This also really helps if you have any spillage. And then I'll take a buffer to remove the shine from the nail tips before I go in with my gel polish application. After I was finished filing and buffing, I did just take a dust brush to remove the nail dust, and now I'm going in with my gel polish. She did want a Valentine's Day nail set, so we picked out 2 pink shades that we will be using. They are both from Kiara Sky. This first one is a very soft light pink shade, and it has some like fine little glitters in it. It is so gorgeous. I am going to be using this color on 3 of the nails. I will be doing 2 coats of this color, curing for 30 seconds in between each coat. The second color that I will be using is a very bright hot pink color, and I will be using this color on the other 2 nails. Again, going in with 2 coats, curing for 30 seconds in between each coat. Now we're going to be doing a little bit of nail art on the light pink nails. So taking a liner brush, which is also from Kiara Sky, and then on the light pink nails, I will be using that bright hot pink color. I'm going to be doing French tips on the pinky and the index, and then on the ring finger, I will be doing some hearts just to really pull out the Valentine's Day vibes with this nail set. So because these nails are super short, I just use the liner brush to do the entire French tip, starting off with the smile line and then filling it in with the liner brush. I also will go in with the round brush just to clean up the smile line a little bit and get it to how I want it. Once I finish the first French tip, I did have her cure for 30 seconds, and then I go in with drawing on the next French tip nail. Her other hand is also going to be the exact same thing with the nail art and the colors. I just cut those clips out just because I didn't want the video to be super long with all of the footage. It was like an hour long. So I did just cut out me doing the nail art on her other hand since it is going to be the same exact thing as this hand. Once I was finished with the French tips, we're now doing the hearts. For the ring finger, we're just going to be filling this up with hearts. So I use a wooden stick to create 2 dots, and then I use the line brush to make it and connect the dots into a heart. After I was finished with the hearts, I did have her cure that for 30 seconds, and now I am going in with the top coat. I do apologize here, we get a little bit out of frame, but I'm just using the Kiara Sky Glossy Top Coat, applying that to all of the nails, and we cured that for 30 seconds. After the top coat was applied, I also had finished her other hand, so we're now going in with the Kiara Sky Rose Scent Cuticle Oil. I applied that to all of her nails to nourish her cuticles, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set, and I love how these turned out. We both loved them so much. They're the perfect Valentine's Day nail set, and honestly, I am so proud of myself. I felt like doing her nails this time. It was a lot easier for me versus the first time when I applied gel extensions on her, so I'm getting better with doing nails on other people. I have a lot of fun doing her nails. Let me know down below in the comment section if you want me to feature her in more videos. We can also do some other type of videos. The next video coming up will also have her in it, so make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications. You guys definitely don't want to miss the next upcoming video. It's going to be a funny one and it is going to be so much fun to watch, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out. I will be leaving the links to all of the products we did use in today's video down below in the description box. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.